Racquetball, the official.
Welcome back, everybody. Court Central here in Guatemala City. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, and Jose Martinez. Just what the doctor ordered, Gustavo. Tie-break match for the last match of the tournament here. Whoever wins this match doubles, Argentina and Mexico, will be the team champion for the ladies. Congratulations, Team Bolivia. And before we go on, I just want to give kudos to the local organizing committee and the IRF, specifically Osvaldo Maggi, and the new Secretary General for all he's done this year, Mauro Grandio.
Well said, Gary, and well deserved, Mauro. He's very humble in his way, so he doesn't ever acknowledge the amount of work that he puts into this effort to keep international racquetball on the world stage. And here we are, speaking of the world stage, Pan American 36th edition of the Racquetball Championships. Started back in '87 in Caracas, Venezuela. Our visionaries.
Yeah, Luke and Keith, also known as the Kings. Yeah, at the old Cocodrilos Club.
Was that the name of it?
Cocodrilos.
Okay.
Named after our buddy here, Lucy and Coco Zachrison.
Okay.
Little levity here at Court Central. So, dynamics are fantastic here. One Mexican lady won the singles, one didn't. One Argentinian lady won the singles, one didn't. And now it goes to the doubles. Makes sense.
It's a great format. The way the team competition is structured, it does make for a long event for the players principally, because they have to play the individual competition, which ended on Thursday, and then they have to start over again with the team competition.
Correct. And some, as you and I know, one being Mancilla from Chile, she played not in 3, not in 5, but 4 events over the 8 days. That's a lot of racquetball.
And I think these gals are going to give it their all. Doesn't matter they've been playing for 8 straight days, because everything's on the line right here.
It is.
We just, in the singles match that you mentioned, we have the lefty out there, Alexandra Herrera, Chihuahua. She used to play doubles with one of my employees, Jimenita Gonzalez, who I told her the match was on, and I got a picture with Alexandra sent to her. They were juniors champions back in 2011.
I bet.
And they were very successful as a team. So, and Alexandra lost to Valeria Centellas, and then of course Monse Mejia defeated Natalia Mendez, and here we are.
Yeah. Speaking of Salas, I had the privilege of working on the Tennis Channel with our buddy Dan Koshel. Tennis Channel back in 2004, San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Salas won the 18 and under girls final against Jessie Fuller from Albuquerque, 11-10 tiebreak. And here she is, 38 years old, 39?
Yes, she is, 38 years old, yeah. She dedicates her career to racquetball. She's on the women's professional tour. She's been playing for countless years on that, and always in the top 10. And here we go, announcing the cheering on the players coming into the court. We have, who do we have today? I bet Pacho's glad this is his last
Francisco Pacho Gomez, Bogota, Colombia. And working the VAR will be Pasita Maria Paz Munoz. She's from Cuenca in Ecuador. And kudos to Gomez. He's one of 4 of our 14, at least here, professional referees selected to go to Chengdu along with you in August for the 2025 edition of the World Games. So he's going through house cleaning, if you will, getting everything set making sure the playing surface is correct, making sure the players have the proper uniforms. Then he's going to do the sorteo with the moneda. He'll toss the coin. Whoever wins has his, or, well, in this case, her choice to serve or not.
So what's interesting that every gal on the floor there is on the women's ladies professional racquetball tour. Top 20, I think Centella's is 18. All the other ones are higher. So they all know each other well.
They do.
I have to mention that I had the opportunity once, when I didn't have my new knees yet, to play against Salas, and I don't think I've seen anyone, and I'm speaking about the women, hit the ball as hard as she does.
And a real competitor.
And
she puts on her
precise.
playing face, second to none.
Serious, yep.
Here we go. Salas serves. When she loses her serve in this first half inning, collectively the team it'll be a side out. Salas, forehand winner, coached by Aaron Palomino and Janko Renteria Iterovic. And Argentina, our buddy Daniel Maggi. That was an encroachment, invasion. Good call.
I thought that first serve she encroached as well, wasn't called on it. Salas from León, Guanajuato.
Beautiful city.
I think she resides in Monterrey now.
So thus far, Gustavo, Mexico in control. Certainly it's early, but shot selection has been crisp. Execution as well, 4-0.
In the individual competition, Team Argentina came out ahead.
So safety holdup number 1. Number 2, replay, first serve. Young lady from Mexico had cleared, gave Centella what she was required to give up.
Push the ball in to the floor.
On the board, Team Argentina, 1-4. 3 goals in the individual portion. 3 out of 5.
That is impressive.
Speaking of impressive, that forehand reverse by Centella. You can hear in the background, Gomez calling the score. 2-4, game 1. So it's a replay. Centella asking Danny if she should appeal. He says no. 2 available appeals via our VAR system, VAR, video assist replay. 1 timeout, 1 minute in length. Reverse.
Her turn.
With that long windup and follow through, you don't know where the ball's going from Salas.
Hand out. You can't leave Alexandra in the front court alone like that.
So the defensive shot clears the opponent, entices the opponent to shoot, take a lower percentage shot, and it worked that time.
Nice wide angle. A legal return. She waited for the ball to bounce in the safety zone area, then stepped in and took the shot.
Good hands. I see what you mean about the speed or the pace Salas applies to that ball.
You can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
After a rally like that, they have to remember who is serving.
It's not U.S. rules. They have to designate who serves the entire game. When game 2 starts, they can tell the official we're going to change. Good hands. A little bit lazy on that. Centella let the ball play her instead of moving to the ball. And it cost her. 7-3 game number 1. Ill-advised overhead by Mendez. So timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Take it away, Jose.
Celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial Park, August 31st to September 2nd. It's the most colorful weekend of the year. Don't miss the radiant hot air balloons soaring over the Pikes Peak region, balloon glows, happy hour, beer garden, 5K race, live entertainment, kids zone, and VIP experience. For event details, volunteer opportunities, and pre-event parking information, visit LaborDayLiftoff.com.
And we're back playing live. 8-3, Mexico leading game 1. Argentina, Gustavo, used their one timeout here. Let's see if it pays a dividend here. Up top, Mendez. Handcuffed. Oh, speaking of handcuff, Salas got handcuffed as well. Quality timeout.
4-8. It's a good serve. I don't know
Ball
if she
down.
did that intentionally, but it sure came out looking good.
Four 9 game 1.
That was a very good serve as well. She's used that all week long, particularly in doubles.
Ball live. Mendez left side. Good cover. Oh, my. Centella wants that again. Unfortunately for Team Argentina, now it's game point number 1, Mexico serving 10-4.
She caught the side wall with the racket and pinned the ball against it.
The wall won. Good wide cross-court pass there against the glass. So the receiving team, Argentina, holds off one potential game point. This is game point number 2. Ball live. Good cover, Salas. Reverse. Centella, animo. Nothing more. Getting some momentum going into the second set. No guarantees. It's 6-10. 7-10.
That's okay. That's the right. You need to take those shots.
Just keep it in play, though.
Keep it in play.
Don't give away points. Centella's deep right. .810 should be a timeout time. And it is. Mexico takes their timeout. So thus far in game one, what's your impression, Gustavo?
Well, I didn't expect Mexico to take off so quickly with the lead. I thought it would have been a closer 1-for-1 battle going up to 11. As it is now, this game's not nearly over. We have to go to 11, win by 2. Team Argentina will be serving at 8-10 when they come in. So,
yeah, no guarantees. Really, at this level of play, there are no guarantees. There's no safe lead. We go to 11. We've had numerous overtimes. What was the longest one this week? 18-16?
That I was involved with, I think it was 16-14. There may have been a longer one.
Team USA. Lexi York.
Oh, yes.
Michelle
right.
Key.
Yeah.
That was the fifth set, folks. York, 16-14 over Paisan. Michelle Key.
So let's see if Team Argentina can continue their point scoring here, tie things up. 2 more to do that. Not to be.
Toe ball by Mendez. So we'll have a 2-minute break, as will the players. When we come back, Mexico leads 1-0 here on Court Central. Back live, Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, Jose Martinez. We're at Court Central, Guatemala City. We're wrapping up 36th Pan Am Racquetball Championships here in 2025, the capital of Guatemala. I want to thank everybody affiliated with the event, all the players, over 80, 12 countries, 14 professional referees, administrative staff, all the empleados, the workers here at the complejo, and especially you folks viewing, our fans. Thank you for viewing on the Pan Am Sports Channel. So Gustavo, a little anecdote there we talked about at the break regarding the 4 players.
Yeah, of the 4 players, Salas, the Mexican player on the right side, is the one that's played the least, only having played doubles, even though still a lot of matches. So she's got to be the freshest on the court.
And she hasn't played today. The other 3 have.
And the other 3 have already played several games. So.
Well, after 2 encroachments, 1 called, that backhand short hop on the right side is working for Centellas. Great serve. She got to the ball. Mexico's surprised, but she got her racket on the ball, and the ball rolled out. She being Centellas. So Mexican coaching staff said, don't waste an appeal. She got to the ball. One game 2. Safety hold up and avoidable. Nope. Called Vuelve replay. I think we disagree with that call.
They're not going to appeal it.
Wow. No, he gave him a point, didn't he? Yeah, he called it avoidable. He did call it avoidable. Either they didn't understand or he reversed his first call.
They didn't appeal it.
No.
Nice wide angle.
Can read some of these players' intent on these shots, and by virtue of that, players are poaching and covering on these, especially pinches. Clear with the ceiling. Mendez almost overran it. Salas, patented forehand winner.
She hits that well. Consistent.
And the Pavo family coming in to tidy up the court again.
Yeah. They've been on call all week. Green is the in color for the tournament.
Really?
Great shirts. Thank you, Estuardo and the Guatemalan Association that put all this event together for the Pan American Racquetball Championships.
Salas, oh, faux pas. Faux pas, monsieur.
Well, I only did that 3 times this morning when I played Patricio from Chile. I have the ball hit myself. So
congratulations. put it on your resume, my friend.
Oh my gosh.
Tracy Wallace.
It was awful.
Ball live, Mendez. Wallpaper. Figuratively wallpaper, because this is 40 feet glass right in front of us. Bottom line is the wall 1 point. Argentina 4-3. 3-4, excuse me. Good clear. Wide angle. Well, she had cleared. So, impression from my stance here. She had cleared.
Can we see that replay?
Yeah, we'll replay it.
Vamos a repasar acá.
Yeah. She's taking a forehand, and her opponent's on her right-hand side out of her way.
Aquí la vemos en la pantalla. No, no se la dio. Negativa.
Menos un apelación. So Argentina has 1 left.
Yep.
Mendez forehand. Statement forehand from Mendez. You and I have seen her over the years. We think her backhand is her stronger of the two.
Totally agree.
(5-3) Argentina, game 2. Ball live. Tried to do too much with that ball. Handout point for the receiving team. Half lob. Skip ball. So a good half inning for the receiving team, Gustavo.
I think Mexico has Argentina right where they want them. They want to stay 1-1 with them. Their experience is going to keep them calm. How many doubles finals has Salas played in with Paula Longoria and I'm sure with Alexandra as well, but countless.
Exactly.
6-5.
Falta de pie o pantalla. No importa. Falta. Segundo.
Half lob. Z.
Pretty. Herrera. Soft touch. Left side. Sidewall, front wall. Pinch winner. Timeout Argentina. We'll take a timeout as well. Take it away, Jose. Gracias.
Rocky Mountain State Games is Colorado's largest sports festival with over 12,000 athletes competing in more than 35 different sports. Athletes can compete in a variety of sports ranging from archery, basketball, ultimate frisbee, and lacrosse to figure skating, pickleball, soccer, and tennis. Registration is open now for athletes of all ages and skill levels with early registration discounts and youth scholarships available. Learn more at RockyMountainStateGames.org.
We're back live. Gary, Gustavo, and Jose. I want to thank all people from 5 continents watching our feed this tournament. 8 days. Just under 50 broadcasts, Gustavo, that you and I did. It's significant.
I lost count.
7-5 Mexico. They won the first. 11-8. Winner of this match will earn team gold along with Bolivia men. That's impressive.
Pretty. Not powerful, just precise.
It's not the power always. It's can you handle power and can you put the ball where you want it? Little poaching there. Something's not working, change it, and they just changed it. Mendez backhand. Convergence, replay, first serve. Might not be a bad idea. Mendez play the right side. She can, ball's in the middle. She can affect her backhand.
We should relay the information to Coach Donnie Maggi.
I did back in '91 because I was he was a junior player and I was coaching the Argentinian team. Here we are 34 years later. 34? Yeah, 34 years later. Who's counting? Sometimes the best shots are mishits.
Creeping back in it.
7-8 game 2. High lob.
Not sure what that was.
Reset. Reset again.
Good rally.
Snap forehand winner, Centella. Blink your eyes again.
Guess what? 8-8.
Mexican coach Renteria encouraging his players. Centella up top. Herrera. Oh my. You're not going to get an avoidable on that. That ball went from low to high. Replay, first serve. Wrap around. Ball saved. It's called a reverse pinch, folks. Right-hander hitting a forehand. Reverse goes into the left corner. That's called a reverse pitch, folks.
Gary, can you re-explain that?
Hitting a forehand into the left corner. That is great, Gustavo. Levity here at Court Central. So we're going to break and calm down ourselves. When we come back, it'll be 9-9. Let's see who wins this game.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. Ooh. I'ma keep winning, winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself.
Yeah, you gon' need 100 men, 100 scopes, 100 cans, just for you to watch what I'm doing under the sun again. God-given gift, them seeds doing the running man. If you want me to get it poppin', may cost 100 pence. Yeah, what I supply is always in demand.
We're back, Gary, Gustavo, and Jose. What a tremendous match thus far. This is the last match of the tournament. We don't know where we'll be for this tournament next year. Could be here. That decision should be made in the next few months. We do know what IRF will be in Chengdu, China, August 13 through 17. 6 through 15 December will be in the Dominican Republic in Santo Domingo.
9-9. Good serve, good serve.
Good hands, Mendez. Herrera forehand.
Yeah.
Strong.
Good timeout called by Team Mexico. Pressure's on Argentina now.
Absolutely.
Big time.
So, two ladies from Mexico discussing what serve should come. They want to be on the same page. You don't want to surprise your partner here. Game point number 1 for Mexico. I look for a jam into the middle. Well, I called it right.
Yes, you did.
I'm not sure what she's appealing. Certainly not going to get a screen.
She's appealing that she stepped out of the doubles box before the ball was hit.
Ah, which would mean it would be an out.
Yes, because she stepped out of.
Good point.
Yeah.
She can move as soon as the ball is struck.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah. Denied, but smart call. Why not?
So
use all your timeouts, Tom Travers.
Yeah.
Can't save them for tomorrow.
And know when to use your appeals. You had 2 left. You might as well use one of them. So, and there's no bogus one like U.S. You don't get an additional one.
Right.
You have to earn it. So it's 2-0 in favor of Mexico. Surprise?
I'm very surprised, Gary. I think it's going to be a long road back. Undoubtedly has to happen quickly. If this game goes back and forth, I foresee Team Mexico taking the gold. If Team Argentina can get ahead quickly, we may see yet another 5-set tiebreaker. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
Mi nombre es Javier Mar, juego desde los 9 años de edad. Lo que más me gusta de ProKennex es la calidad con la que hacen sus raquetas, el compromiso que tienen con el racquetball y la forma en la que tratan a los jugadores. Mi producto favorito es la raqueta 175. Soy Javier Mar, soy parte del team. Tú también, sé ProKennex.
Back live. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, Jose Martinez. I want to say kudos, thank you to Jose Cruz, our lead technician. He took off today, went out of the country, and hopefully, speaking out of the country, we hope to see him as part of our production team in December in Santo Domingo. Game 3 here.
0-0. Servicio México. Este tercer set.
Mendez, very patient on that. Let the ball come down waist high or even lower, at which time she struck a near side backhand pinch, left corner. 1-0, Argentina. Great pass. Point Mexico as the receivers. Gustavo, my impression here is Argentina can come back if they're smart. Their shot selection's been a little loose.
I do like Centella's serve, but the return was better.
Good point. 2-1 Mexico, game 3.
Salas is all business. She bears down and
facial expression. Kill shot, left corner. Winner, Mendez.
not to her powerhouse. Don't do that.
Overhit, return to serve, set up Herrera left side.
3-2. Nice try.
Good forcing down the line pass right side by Centella, parallel to that concrete wall. And once again, we've been saying this all week, the wall won. Tied up 3-3, game 3. Different twist on that lob serve. She elevated it, precluding her opponent, Herrera, from taking it early, enticing Herrera to shoot it, which he did, and then to put away.
Same serve.
Didn't matter. Mendez jumped above the ball, but unfazed Herrera. Forehand, left side pitch winner.
She's missed few on that side.
Yeah. Good footwork, Centella. Patient, early racket elevation, put it away. 1 point lead.
Centella is studying psychology.
Whoa. Ball live. Ball live 2.
Quick hands.
Ball cracked. Front wall.
Great rally.
Left side wall kiss winner. Racquetball on the world stage here in Guatemala. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Argentina trying to force a fourth set. 6-4 in their favor.
Interesting, the players, that they have other careers as well, apart from Salas. Mendez has a degree in law.
That's impressive. Fist pump. Timeout, Mexico. When we return live, it'll be 7-4 in favor of Argentina, game 3.
This is more than a ball. This is
Colorado, celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial Park, August 31st to September 2nd. It's the most colorful weekend of the year. Don't miss the radiant hot air balloons soaring over the Pikes Peak region, balloon glows, happy hour, beer garden, 5K race, live entertainment, kids zone, and VIP experience.
Gracias. We're back live. Gary, Gustavo, and Jose smiling and giving a high five to Heidi and Hilda.
They are happy to be here and happy that this is the last day as well. Ready to go home to their families. They've done a great job all week.
Tremendous assets, not only to this complejo, but to our tournaments when we come here. Thank you so much. Argentina serving 7. Mexico receiving 4. No help on the timeout.
You were talking about the next Pan American Racquetball Championships, which is still not the qualifier for the 2027 Lima Games, where it's going to be held. The only thing we know for sure, it's going to take place the week before Easter, wherever that might be. And Easter next year probably won't be as late as this is. We're going to let you know when that is. But this is probably one of the latest we've ever had the
correct
championships because of where Easter fell, which is, of course, tomorrow. And they are being granted unavoidable on that. So that's a double whammy for them if they get that. She gets a bruise and loses the point. Let's see what happens. That's the call on the floor. Pacho and Bas doing their thing there at the VAR. When is it, Gotti?
So this year, as you said, it's as late as we've had it. 20 April. Next year, it's 12 April.
Okay.
It's still late.
Yeah, still late, yeah.
For some years, it's in March.
Right. After mid-March, but always towards the end of March. Still uncertain, reviewing the VAR. Referee timeout. Want to make sure they get it right. Advantage now 5-9 if the call stands.
Cinco nueve.
5-9, yes, yes. There it gets corrected on the board.
And good for Gomez. He made sure before he called the score. Keep things under control. Drive Z. Set up Salas.
Wow. Between the legs.
That was a Moscoso shot. Maybe he learned that from Salas.
Yeah, she's been playing longer than him. He probably did.
6-9.
That's a great serve and a good return.
clear. Oh, nice save. Mendez deep court forehand. Herrera. Great clear, Centella. So the call is avoidable hinder. That's a bloqueo. Failure to move. As you said, it's a double entendre, double whammy. She gets hit and the opponents are going to.
So this is their second appeal.
Okay, if it's not successful, they won't have any this game left.
They won't have any game-ending appeals. Not in international racquetball.
No, you don't get any. You have to have them available.
Let's see here.
It's the IRF set of rules, folks.
On the replay, if you saw that, it looks like she was in front, but here she goes. Here it goes again. Right there.
Yeah, she
stepped
it was
into
running into the ball.
Yeah.
If you look,
yeah.
The section on avoidable hinders, dead ball hinders, court hinders, internationalracquetballfederation.com. Print out your own set. And if in the U.S. and you're in other countries, if they have their own set of rules, print them out.
So she has the right to hit that ball straight in and to the opposite corners.
Deep corner.
Opposite deep corners. And
yeah.
That qualifies, from what I saw, coming into the left corner would have been an avoidable.
And the reason we say deep corner is if it's front corner, that's a pinch, and that doesn't qualify.
No more appeals.
So they lost the appeal.
Could cost them here.
7-9, game 3.
For our viewers, if they should call another appeal, they could be called for delay of game.
That should be the same call.
Ooh. So there's some words on the court.
Body language.
Let's play ball, ladies.
Let's just assume that it was a loose serve and she was in the way. So warning by the referee. So the call on the floor is evitable, so hand out.
Point.
Yeah, and there's an appeal by Mexico.
Let's see the replay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
This is called the game within the game, folks.
Ready, Gare? Let's look at it here. Let our viewers see it.
Failure to move.
She didn't step into the lane, though. She did take away the far deep left corner.
She took away the cross court.
She did. I don't think she hit her intentionally at all. Part of the game.
Yeah, well, chances are Salas is not going to buy Centella's dinner tonight. So the ruling on the floor is avoidable. Mexico is going to use their resource for this game, I think. Or they're asking for an interpretation of the rule here. They are entitled to that. They're going to go to the floor manager, Dean Shear. We'll find out from Lilo. Lilo.
I don't know what they want.
No? Okay.
We have Pacho Consulting with Gary here, waiting for the floor manager to come down. Dean Scher. So the avoidable was granted to Team Argentina point. I believe that leaves Team Mexico with one appeal. Team Argentina has no appeals. We thought that Mexico was going to walk off the court asking for a timeout, but no, they're looking for a rule clarification. We're going to find out exactly what that clarification is. Gary's going to come back with some information. Gary, what did you find out?
Okay, has nothing to do with the action during the rally. His call was hand out evitable contra Mexico, okay?
Sí.
Point for Argentina. The appeal now is on the uniform.
Oh.
Two players from both sides have to have the exact uniform, meaning uniform defined as shorts or sweats and the top. I think they're appealing that their shorts are different. That's what I gather. If that's the case, they'll be required to have them exactly alike, and they'll receive a technical foul, which a referee technical, which means they won't have 10 points anymore. It'll be back to 9.
Now that's good coaching, and I think they knew this from the onset, and they were going to bring this up at the right time, which is now, and that probably came from the coaches.
Renteria.
Yeah.
So they're not identical. You know, the rule book says they have to be identical.
Right.
So
Okay.
you have to change.
That's what he said. So it'll be 9 points. They get a technical.
Call.
Yeah.
So clarification from our floor manager, Gary, is?
Not identical. One of them's going to have to change to the other. If they don't have it available, then they'll have to forfeit the match.
Now, I've seen where they can actually cover up the logo if the shorts are the same.
They'll find a way to continue the match.
Yes.
However, the nichos, the nuances of the game, think about it. Getting points, earning points is tough. They just got their 10th point. Now one's going to be pulled away.
Sometimes an event like this motivates one of the teams, and usually the one that gets set back from it, which in this case would be Team Argentina. Now let's get clarification from Pacho Gomez, one of our 4 professional referees, which is going to China.
Yeah, Cueva from Ecuador, Lilo over here, Aguilar from Mexico, and
Cueva.
No, Cueva and Roland Keller.
Coco.
Yeah. That's per our friend in Cochabamba, Supermercado. So
they were deducted a point.
Still a handout. Second serve. Folks, when people say you got a point, a technical foul by the referee reduces one score by 1. You don't get a point for it.
How many technicals in a match?
Up to 3. So, not going to say Argentina was unfazed, but you still have to score the 11th point. It's 10-7 now.
As I was saying, sometimes an event like that motivates you, and look what Mendez came up with.
Live ball. Live ball 2.
She
Don't
cannot
complain.
feel
Just
that. No,
play ball. There's your coaching.
Yeah.
Not that it would change anything, but she didn't have the opportunity to appeal. The call is dead ball hinder first serve. She can't appeal. They're out of them.
There's no point in doing what she did.
Exactly. And you said if there were any delay, she'd lose a point again. That'd be another avoidable. Ball live. Herrera backhand. Salas. Wow. There it is, folks. Argentina closes out the third set, 11-7, and forces a fourth. Much to the joy of the crowd here. We're back to standing room only. We had very few patrons here 2 hours ago, and now it's filled. So we're going to stay here, Martinez. Gustavo, you brought us some excellent points. Know when to call them, know when to not call them. You have resources, timeout, 1 minute in length, one per game. Don't call it too soon. Make sure your coach is on the same page as you. Don't just call it. You don't get any extra, unless, of course, play stops due to wiping up the court. You have 2 available appeals through the VAR system. Very good system, more efficient than having 2 humans put a thumb up or down.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And in this case, well, it didn't come back to haunt them, but Argentina had used their 2 available appeals and wanted another one, and it wasn't available. So we're going to go to game 4, perhaps a momentum shift in favor of Argentina. Bottom line is whoever wins this gets the gold.
So, Gary, one thing I did want to point out with the Mexican team coaches, they're very experienced. All of them have played racquetball before. And one of the things they did, I saw, was they actually had one of the coaches on the short serve line watching that to call whether or not the serve was good or not. Should they appeal? Should they not appeal? I haven't seen many team coaches do that, but that just gives you an idea of the talent that the Mexican team has for coaching. And there again, you saw what they did with the apparel. You know, the apparel has to be the same, and it wasn't. And they got a minus a point there. In the end, it didn't factor
didn't matter,
in. But it certainly shows that the team coaches are doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. In Mexico, the National Federation back in 2000 made a decision to develop youth programs, and it's paid off ever since because they've been in the top tier for juniors and adults. Every 2 years, there's a turnover in ages from 6 to 8 to 10 to 12 now through 18, and now jump shift to 21, David. So the 10s become the 12s, 8s become the 10s, and they refresh their pool of players every 2 years. It's fascinating what they've done.
We are on the Pan Am Sports Channel, transmitting live on internationalracquetball.com, Facebook, YouTube. We want to once again thank all the sponsors. Agua Pura Salvavidas, providing water to all the players, staff, and spectators, actually, that have come through the facility this week. Gearbox, ProKenix, and Spladhead.com, our main sponsors. Here we go, game 4.
Up top, clear.
Good cover by Herrera there. Ball live.
Dynamic racquetball, folks. Skip ball, Salas. Much to her chagrin.
First on the board here, game 4, Team Argentina. 1-0. It's a good serve.
Avoidable hinder there. That's an appealable call. Backswing hinder. Got hit. No lo veo. So, put things into perspective, slow down. The call on the floor is skip ball. Centella is appealing, saying, I was hit with the backswing.
So the scoreboard shows 1-1 until
otherwise proven, yeah. I was hit with my backswing. She was in the way.
I have to concur with Centellas on this one. That took away her, or made her send it into the floor.
Let's look.
Podemos ver la
Revisa,
repetición.
amigo. Otra vez. Yep. Point awarded, Argentina. The system works, folks, when you work the system. 2-0. So the big mo, as we say in English, ha cambiado, señor.
La inercia favorece ahora al equipo argentino. Definitivamente.
Mendez found a serve in that third set. Oh, nice shot, Salas. Mexico now earning the serve here in game 3. Remember, first team that serves in each doubles game, only one of the two serve in that first half inning. 1-3. Handcuff.
Second serve, fault serve.
The game within the game. Ball live. Herrera. Salas. Skip. Unforced error. Pressure from the table here. When she got ripped by Centellas' return to serve, that changed the tone of the match.
Certainly did. 1-4.
No call. Skip ball. Point for the serving team. 2-4, game number 4. Winner of this match will be Pan Am champs. Great return to serve, Mendez, on that loose Z serve by Herrera. Racquetball on the world stage, Pan Am Sports Channel, International Racquetball Federation, YouTube and Facebook. Half lob. Good call. Ball live. Going to replay it.
Centellas held up, did not take a full swing off the back wall. Safety, hold up.
First serve.
Strong.
That ball was up. Herrera a little bit late getting in position. She could have saved that one. Fatigue, not only physically but mentally. It may come back to haunt him, Gustavo. Whoa. It's a avoidable hinder, folks.
Unfortunate.
You don't want to waste it on
timeout.
Timeout. Yeah, they're not appealing it. That would be a wasted appeal.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break. Let everybody regroup. When we come back, 7-2 in favor of Argentina. Back live. Happy to be with everybody. Racquetball Central in Guatemala City. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, Jose Martinez. What a great match here, Gustavo.
It's becoming a great match. It looked like it was going to end quickly. Team Mexico up 2-0, and all of a sudden we're looking at a possible tiebreak if Argentina continues on the path to 11 here.
Salas up top. Mendez. Mendez now forehand. Ball cracked.
All cracks are good.
Indeed. Good things happen when you swing at the racquetball. So that was a front wall, left side wall. Chuquillo.
Bien dicho, Gary.
That was a great return to serve by Herrera. Another skip. It happens. Samantha needs to regroup. She has time.
In Spanish, we call that piso.
9-2. Look for Renteria to calm his athletes down. We're going to make an assumption that Argentina will close this out. No guarantees. But if that happens, we look to Renteria, the Mexican coach for this match, to calm both players down. There it is. Argentina, young ladies, Mendez and Tejas tie it up at 2. We'll come back. Couldn't ask for anything more. The last match of the tournament, the 8th day, we get a tiebreak.
11-8, 11-9, 7-11, 2-11 going to game 5. What we know for sure, it's going to end this next game. Take it away, Jose.
Back live, Gary, Gustavo, and Jose. Argentina has the momentum here, the inertia. So Gustavo, according to the rule, Argentina has a choice to serve. They've outscored in the first 4 sets. Mexico, they have the choice. Nothing's obvious, but they're gonna elect to serve. Why not?
It certainly looks like it. They're in the service box, ready to go.
Yeah. So same scenario, rally scoring, 11 points, win by 2, 1 timeout, 2 available appeals. Yeah, let's see what Yanko Renteria told his players to settle him down. Zero.
Here we go.
Point. Yep. Same serve. Up top. Conservative setup. Ball live. Mendez backhand. That's impressive. Nonchalant, very calm. Said, I got it. Puts it away left corner.
Mendez taking charge here. The end of the 4th game and beginning of the 5th.
Ball live. Centella off the back. Wide angle. Samantha clears it well.
Dos cero. Argentina. This is the first half of the inning, so one server only for Argentina. Ooh.
No call there.
No call.
Up top. Set up forehand. Good get, Centella. Good get number 2. Convergence in the middle. Vuelve, replay, first serve.
It's a good call.
Yeah, yes, 2-0 again.
Ball was going away from Centella.
Mendez going to affect some type of lob. She goes left this time. And it cost her. Using that 40-foot in length glass, Herrera hits a winner. 1-2 now, Mexico serving. Salas, power serve somewhere. Salas again. Ball live. Herrera. Great overhead along the glass in front of you and I.
Mendez is fast, too. She can cover that court very quickly.
Mexico has tied it up with the serve. 2-2, game 5. Mexico regaining the big I inertia. 3-2 in their favor. Things were looking bleak. It was 2-0, now it's 3-2, and they have the serve here in the 5th set. Reset. Oh, that's pretty, folks. Alejandra. Chihuahua City, correct?
That is correct. Timeout. Argentina will be back in a minute.
What I'm doing under the sun again. God-given gift, them seeds to win the running man. If you want me to get it poppin', may cost 100 pence. Yeah, what I supply is always in the man.
Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, Jose Martinez, court central here. Gustavo, one of the themes of the 8 days we've been broadcasting, things change quickly. As we said a little bit earlier, things were looking bleak for Mexico. Body language not good in that 4th set. They come in, they went from 0-2 to 4-2 and forced the timeout taken by Argentina. Let's see if Argentina can regroup.
Herrera stepping it up, 2 backhand pinches right side.
And let's give kudos to Salas. She's hitting forcing shots. She's not hitting unforced errors. That's what was going on in the game, number 4. So Centella poaches center and hits an errant forehand into the floor. Point, 5-2. Not a good timeout for Argentina. Same serve. Up top. Left up. Ball did not reach the front wall. Little communication glitch.
6-2. Maintenance group comes in.
So Argentina gets a timeout free here. Thank you, Senors Pavo.
First serve.
Another theme in doubles, use your pinches, don't abuse them. All these are left up right into the power zone of the receivers who are up front to gobble it up. 7-2 from 0-2 to 7-2. So the call on the floor is skip, hand out, point for the receiving team.
That's a good call.
7-3, game 5. Half lob forces a weak return. See you later.
Weak return it was. Salas all over that. Ocho tres.
Salas looks like kept enough offensive opportunities in her tank. Good get. Good get too. Ball live.
Quick hands.
Reset, ceiling ball 2. There's that unforced error. It's easy to reflect here. She had been gaining confidence. Not going to argue with the shot selection, she just didn't execute. So a free point for Argentina there, 4-8 now they're serving. Mendez back to the center. Set up, Centella. Ball live. Conservative ceiling. 3 in a row. Like that full around the wall ball. Looked like Centella was hindered there, but I think Gustavo, the nuances, she put herself in the predicament. Her positioning was off, and it cost her. So no call by Gomez in terms of a hinder.
So that is the appeal, that she was hindered in her opportunity to get to the ball. The call on the floor is point Mexico.
Correct. And I agree with that because she put herself in the predicament, she being Centella. It's like you so eloquently described over the years, including this week, the elements of a screen. You have to be in a good position in order for that to be one of the criteria. And she wasn't in a good position to return that ball.
Yeah.
So if the call stands, it's 9-4 or 4-9.
They're going to repeat it.
Wow. Okay, he overruled himself. No appeal used by Argentina. They still have 2. Mexico has 2. So it's 4-8, not 4-9. Comes up high. Good ceiling ball. Centella. Oh, Mendez would like another opportunity with that backhand from midcourt. And folks, she doesn't get it. Point for the receiving team.
The right shot, she didn't execute it.
4-9, pressure on Argentina. Half lob right up top, no. She shoots it.
Point, Mexico, avoidable. They have to appeal it, and they can.
So hinder evitable. Punto Mexico.
Let's see the replay here, Gary.
Yes.
That was the previous point.
Call stands. Match point number 1 for Mexico, 10-4. Big mountain to climb here for the receiving team.
10-4.
Ball live. Okay. They've trekked up the mountain a little bit. 5-10. 10-5, excuse me. Second match point for the serving team available. There it is. Alejandra Herrera, Samantha Salas, Mexico. Pan Am 2025 champions.
Gold medal winners.
Wow.
Summing it up, Gary, 11-8, 11-9, 7-11, 2-11, 11-5. What a great last match.
Absolutely.
Great to be a part of this event again. We're going to look forward to, and they come around quickly, to this again next year, wherever that might be. What a spectacular event. We want to thank everyone that partook in making this happen.
Thank you, Gustavo. Always a privilege to work with you. And we'll be in Santo Domingo in December with all of our friends. Rafa Fernandez, head of the federation. It's been about 10 years. We look forward to going back to that beautiful Duarte Complejo. So for the IRF team, Gary, Gustavo, and Jose, we're going to call it a day and a week. And you all have a great holiday. Thank you for viewing.
Good night.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer. So it's going to be fun.
Mi nombre es Javier Mar, juego desde los 9 años de edad. Lo que más me gusta de ProKennex es la calidad por la que hacen sus raquetas, el compromiso que tienen con el racquetball y la forma en la que tratan a sus jugadores. Mi producto favorito es la raqueta 175. Soy Javier Mar, soy parte del team, tú también, sé ProKennex.
This is more than a ball. This is the heartbeat of the game.
Rise and shine, Colorado. Celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial Park, August 31st to